Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nurse Brent. Good to see you all again. This is it, you guys. We had that big news that came out earlier this afternoon. President Joe Biden makes good on one of his platforms, one of his policies, back when he was running for president, about student loan debt. And he just canceled $10,000 of federal student loan debt. Now, of course, there's other details to this student loan forgiveness plan, such as if you make a certain amount of money, you won't be able to qualify for it, or if you have Pell Grants, and there's some other details about it, but I'm not really going to go into it. I'm actually going to leave a link in the description if you actually wanted to read the news article yourself. But this video is not going to be a rant, not so much a reaction. I'm not going to go into student debt, into the politics of it, or how this affects the economy. I know what this decision means for me personally and financially. I'm going to take a hit for this, but the decisions that I've made financially and the financial literacy that I have, hopefully I'll be able to stomach the ramifications of this, mainly the expected inflation that'll come, and possibly an increase in my taxes to offset the amount of money the federal government will lose because they've forgiven $10,000 worth of federal student loans for millions and millions of people who have them. I'm neither for nor against President Biden forgiving federal student loans. Every person's situation is different, and who am I to to judge? But I do want to talk about the main point of this video: is college worth it? Let's jump into it. As a college professor, this is going to be very weird for me to say it, but college is not for everyone. If you do not want to study, please don't go to college. Contrary to popular belief, there are jobs out there that do not require a college degree. Instead, you can learn a trade or a skill and get those certifications. You can be an auto mechanic, you can work in HVAC, you can be a welder, an electrician, a personal trainer like my brother, or an EKG technician like me before I became a nurse, right? Those are skills, those are jobs that you can have with certifications. You can also serve in the military, and then when you get discharged, you can have the military pay for your college if you decide to go to college. It's a great life hack. Or you can jump into the workforce and start working right away. There's no need to get into student debt if college is not for you, right? No need to shackle your future due to the amount of money that you're going to have to pay back. And the thing is, I think that this student loan forgiveness is a one-time deal. Also, if you have a skill, like you're a singer, dancer, musician, film director, or filmmaker, I don't really think you need to go to college. You can go ahead and monetize those skills, right? You can learn everything on YouTube, or you can learn it from other people. Use and build your networks. This is what I call betting on yourself, right? Take some self-study, because you still have to learn, right? You never stop learning. You're gonna have to practice because you have those skills, but you have to practice and refine them. And you're gonna have to be disciplined. So if you're good at what you do and you believe in your talent, grow a pair, put yourself out there, leverage social media, use Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, right? To showcase your talent and make money that way. Turn that into a career. All right, you don't need necessarily a college degree to do those things, especially if some of the things that you enjoy kind of fall more on the hobby side, even though you can make great careers out of your skills and your talents. Pretty much you're betting on yourself at this point if you do go that route, so you do owe it to yourself to succeed. Bluntly put, for your own sake, you better succeed. The last point that I want to make is this. Most people, when they start college, they're 17 or they're 18 years old. And the first thing your counselor or the person at the admissions desk is going to ask you is, what are you going to major in? It's a loaded question because you just finished 4 years of high school where peer pressure was high. You tried your best to fit in. You went through so many phases trying to figure out who you are. And now you're being asked to make a decision that will affect you from this point on all the way until you're 67 years old when you retire. And because you're an adult, you're gonna have to know what you want to do with your life. Unfortunately, this is not the case because you're still young, and a lot of students end up not declaring a major. They go undeclared, and they're going to take classes trying to figure out what they like, and they're wasting time, wasting money, taking classes that they might not need. And then if you choose a major, but then you decide to change your major, now that 4-year college experience turns into 6 to 8 years for you to complete getting your degree. If you complete your degree at all, if you don't have a goal or a reason to go to college, it's probably in your best interest to not go until you figure that out. If you don't have the discipline to be a student and study and go to class and make the most out of it, don't do it. It's interesting because I've taught students who lack the self-motivation, who lack the maturity and the willingness to sacrifice, and they chose to go to nursing school. They chose to become a nurse. And they just, for whatever reason, they don't have those things, that allow them to succeed because they're not making good choices. They thought it was going to be easier than they thought it was going to be. And they're having a really rough time. So, it is heartbreaking, but you chose to go to college. No one's forcing you to go, I hope. But that's the big thing, is if you make this decision, you do have to live with the consequences, good or bad, that come with it. At the end of it all, you want to be able to look back at the decisions you made and say that you're proud of yourself. And the key to that is being smart. Thing is, you don't need to go to college to be smart. You became smart because you were driven by your decisions and disciplined to succeed. You can do that with or without a college degree. So yes, even though Joe Biden did forgive $10,000 of federal student loan, and of course there are other things tied into that as well, it doesn't mean that you have to go to college. Some jobs require degrees. Some jobs don't. It really comes down to the goal that you have and the discipline to achieve that dream. Good luck to you guys. I'll see you next video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about President Joe Biden forgiving $10,000 worth of federal student loans. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.